Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Pre-Market News and Views by In the Money Stocks. Today is Friday, February 21st, 2014. Thank you all for tuning in. Let's jump right into the charts here. Start off with the S&P 500 E-mini futures. What you'll see here is that the futures are trading higher by about 2 3/4 points to 1839 per contract. So a decent little move in the futures market today. Again, we're not going to make too much out of it. It's a Friday. Normally on a Friday we get a flat to slightly positive trading day. Yesterday the markets were able to rebound a little bit from the prior day's loss. So all in all, you're looking at basically a market sitting right up here at the January highs, although it is February 21st. So anyway you slice it or dice it, we'll just see how this market plays out going forward. But generally on Friday we don't look for we don't look for a big decline in any regard. We normally look for a flat to slightly positive trading day. If the market is lower, it's usually just slightly lower. It's really not a big down day. I think in the month of January, we had 2 big down Fridays, but normally that doesn't really occur on a Friday. So it's a rarity. It can happen, but we don't expect it. All right, let's jump right into the charts here because we have a lot of stocks that reported earnings. First, I'm going to start off today with Priceline. And what you're going to see here is that the stock is trading at $1,313.60. It closed at $12.83 yesterday, so decent little move higher for Priceline. There's really technically nothing wrong with the stock. It is getting a little stretched here, but overall the stock is still a strong name. People still, or I should say institutional money is still bidding it up. I'm not sure how this one's going to play out, but I could not be a buyer because of its extended move already. But nonetheless, the stock is still holding up today. So we'll leave it alone. We'll leave it there. There's really not a play on it, but it is trading higher after earnings. Again, we don't really care about what the earnings say or what they do. What we care about is really how does the market react, and the market's reacting positive, at least this morning. Let's take a look at Hewlett-Packard. Stock closed yesterday at $30.19. It's trading at $30.49. It was a little higher in the aftermarket yesterday, but this morning trading around $30.50. So Hewlett-Packard, believe it or not, still looks okay. A resistance level for this stock, if it does get up here, would be 31.70, 31.65. In that vicinity, that's where you could probably look to fade this name, or if you own it, that's where I would really trail the stop loss. If the stock does come down to around $27.85, that's a spot where you could probably pick Hewlett-Packard up for a scalp long. And a scalp play, remember, is nothing more than a quick day trade, 10 to 30 minutes, okay, generally. But those are the levels I'm seeing here for Hewlett-Packard. Another stock on my radar today is going to be CarMax. Right now, the stock is trading a little bit lower. I don't know if this is a genuine print here. There doesn't seem to be a lot of volume, so be a little bit careful, see where CarMax opens up. If the stock winds up opening back up around where it closed, then you could look at the $49 level as major resistance today. That could be a fade area for CarMax. If it falls, I'm not sure where it goes. It does have support at 45. I'm not sure if that's telling us something, but there's not a lot of volume here, so I don't want to make a lot out of it. Also, when I look at my level 2, I'm not really seeing much action here, so this could be just one of those morning prints that are not genuine. Let's take a look at Groupon. This is a stock, GRPN is a ticker symbol. This is a stock that's genuinely moving lower. Right now it's trading at $9. It did trade a little bit lower in the after hours yesterday. Has come back a bit. I have levels here for you on Groupon. The big level, I think, is going to be $8.18, and then ultimately $7.68 if it does get down there. So those would be your big levels for Groupon today. I was going to put this out as a gap play for the intraday stock chat today, but being that it's such a small stock, I don't know what we'll get out of it. I guess a dime. But either way, watch those levels, $8.18 and then $7.68 going forward. Let's take a look at Nordstrom. This is my wife's favorite store in the world. JWN is the ticker symbol. What you'll see here is that the stock reported earnings. It's trading at $58 a share, closed at $59.44. There's nothing really damaging for Nordstrom right now. Couple of levels that I have would be around 56.55 and then all the way down at 54.81 if it does decline further. I'm not sure it's going to. Today's a Friday. We'll see how this thing holds up. But if the stock goes up to $60.65, that will be very good resistance if it does reverse and move higher. So keep those levels on your radar going forward. I also see Aruba Networks. I'm going to have this one as a gap play today. So ARUN, ARUN, Aruba Networks will be a gap play today. Very nice move. The stock closed at $21.08. It's now trading at $23. So I will have some gap levels for you in the chat room that they will be posted up at 9 o'clock in the morning, which is still around 15 minutes from now. So we're going to look for that one as a gap play today if it can get to our level, which I think it has a fair chance. Let's take a look at Hewlett. We talked about Hewlett Packard already. Let's go to Charter, CHTR. And what you're going to see here for Charter, the stock closed at 131.84. It's gapping up today to around 134, so it's a pretty nice gap up. The stock is actually, fairly strong. It's coming up into some pretty good resistance levels with the moving averages, so there's not a lot you could do there. But if the stock got to 141.10, 141.25, that could be a fade level for Charter today. So again, I'm not sure it's going to happen. But if it gets up there, that's what we'll look for. Again, Fridays are more subdued. We don't look for the same type of action we do during the week. Today is an options expiration for the month of February. So, again, we may see some whippy action, choppy action in the morning. But usually after the first couple of hours, the market simmers down and we really just go into float mode for the most part. So expect a lighter volume trading day today with the options expiration upon us. And then maybe in the final 20-30 minutes, you'll see some whippy action again in the market. But after the first couple of hours, the market is generally more subdued. Let's take a look here at gold this morning. Right now, it looks like spot gold is trading higher by $6. Gold has just been on an absolute tear. There's really no stopping it these days. Every little dip, it gets met with buyers. So yesterday, we did see gold inch up a little bit. Today, it's trading at 127.50 on the GLD. So again, gold is holding steady. I love the base that it's putting in on the daily chart. That is ultimately telling us it wants to go higher. But right now, I'm not sure if we're going to see a lot more or a lot less out of gold. Any way you slice it or dice it, though, it is holding up very, very well. Looking at oil this morning, light sweet crude is down about 25 cents to 102.50 a barrel. Let's go to the USO, which is a good proxy for light sweet crude. And what you'll see here is that this is trading at $36.77. Again, it's going to be a little tough to get through that $36.95 level. But oil is holding up pretty well, so I don't expect a big slide in crude. A little down ticking here or there, not unusual. It is a little bit overbought on the daily chart, so we would expect oil to pretty much stay in this range or even slip a little bit, but I don't think it's going to be a big move by any degree. We also have cold weather coming back into the northeast of the United States, I guess, next week. So, again, I don't really expect oil to do all that much with the winter season upon us. All right, so we're going to leave it here today, short and sweet. You have some levels to look at. Again, we'll see how the market plays out, but generally on Friday, we look for a flat to slightly positive trading day. With that said, everybody, I want to wish you all a great trading day, and we'll see you a little bit later on the charts. Take care now.